There is a lot going on, y'all. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in our nation. There's a lot going on right here in the state of Colorado. And yeah, there's a lot going on right here at Eagle's Nest. So we going to get shady with it, y'all. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am Shady. You are in the zone. Glad to have you here. Happy as I record this Thursday to you from the beautiful Colorado Rocky Mountains. Now, I say that with all sincerity because the state of Colorado is truly one of the most beautiful places in this country. The scenery, the hunting, the fishing, camping, any kind of outdoor activities that you might want, we got it right here in Colorado. The politics of the state, well, we're deep blue. It is almost like living in a socialist republic. But that being said, I am glad you are here. There's a lot going on, and I want to get to some of it here pretty quick. But before we do that, if you would please go up, click on that subscribe button. And, while you're up there, you might as well go ahead and hit the bell notification. That way, you know when we put out a new video. And when you're up there, make sure when you're in the notifications, make sure to click all. That way, there ain't no mistake. You may have to go back from time to time and check just to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel because YouTube is a wicked master. But anyway, let's get down to it just a little bit, y'all. Things are happening in this world and in this nation right now faster than I have ever seen them happen before. It is going at a pace to where I can barely keep up with it. And I got a feeling that you're probably the same way. So you and I are having difficulty keeping up with it. And I am of the opinion to where it's time just to sit back and enjoy the roller coaster ride, y'all. Because if you think that you and I are having problems keeping up with everything that's going on in the world right now, in this nation right now, imagine for 1 second how the socialist liberals are taking all this. And this is due wholeheartedly to one man, Donald J. Trump. Trump is doing things, signing things at a speed like I've never seen before in my life. Um, and it's confusing, for lack of better words. It is confusing the crap out of the Democrats because right about the time they get focused on this one thing over here, oh my God, look what he just did. We need to do something about that. About the time they get anchored in and they get focused on this one thing over here, Trump goes over here and does something else. He's got these people up against the ropes and he's okey doking them. Just for lack of better terms, he's got them up against the ropes and he's giving them a 1-2 punch. They don't know how to react because they don't know Donald Trump. All right. Donald Trump wrote The Art of the Deal. Donald Trump is doing something that he has done his entire career, both political and private. What Trump does is he takes this idea, no matter how crazy or insane it might sound, he takes this idea and it's like he's holding a box of confetti. He throws that idea up in the air and then he waits for all those little pieces to flutter down and see where they land and see how people are going to react to them. He one day he's The man actually said that the United States was going to take over Gaza, that we were going to turn it into the Middle Eastern Riviera. Okay. I don't know about you, but when I first heard this, I had to do a double take. What? We're going to do what? Yes. He said we were going to take over Gaza, that we were going to level it, and that we were going to rebuild it. And then after we got done rebuilding it, he was going to let all the Palestinian people, not Hamas, not Hezbollah, but all the good, hardworking Palestinian people that have been abused for so long, he was going to let them come back into the country, and they were going to come into a country to where they had opportunity. They had opportunity to make money. They had opportunity to improve their lives. Okay. He does that. He appoints Elon. So, we're all focused on that. Before that, Elon Musk. We're going to get to that in just a minute. But Elon Musk, he appoints him as the head of Doge. And Elon goes to work clearing out all this waste in the government. So they're focused on that for a minute. Then they have to shift to Gaza. What's he going to do next? He keeps just 1, 2, 3 punching these people. And they don't know what to do. They have no idea how to react to this because of the quickness that it's happening. See, Donald Trump had 4 years. He had 4 years to sit back to watch Joe Biden take this country and flush it down the toilet. He had 4 years to sit there to think, while we thought that all he was doing was out doing rallies and all this stuff. Trump was coming up with a plan. This was part of the plan. And the liberal Democrats, the socialists in this country, they don't know how to handle it. His plan was to hit them so hard and so fast that they don't have time to react. And it's coming true. And what are they doing? They're falling back on their old school rhetoric. They're falling back on, well, Trump's a dictator. Trump's this, Trump's that. It's the end of the world as we know it. Okay. And I have a short film clip here of some of these people reacting to the Elon Musk thing. We're going to play that here in just a second. Okay, so here we go. And y'all are going to see some all-stars in this video clip. I will be cutting in from time to time to put in my 2 cents worth. So let's roll this footage.
A problem.
It is time for us to shine.
This is Jasmine Crockett. She's a Democratic representative of Texas, and I think she actually believes she's some kind of TV evangelist or something. But listen to her.
It is time for us to be heard. It is time for us to make sure that they know we will not go.
Okay, lady, you've been heard for 4 years, and all you've done is dig a hole that this nation is trying to get out of. You will not go. Yeah, well, depending on where your opinion comes from, you've already gone.
What we're in the face of right now is an authoritarian takeover of our country, and we say hell no!
Okay, Jeff Merkley, Senator of Oregon. We're in the middle of an authoritarian takeover of our country. No, Senator Merkel, we're not in the middle of an authoritarian takeover of our country. What we are in the middle of are the citizens, the people of this country, taking their country back. But I digress.
Hell no! Hell no! Oh, you want to use...
Oh, my favorite. Miss Maxine Waters. This is the lady, y'all. This is the lady who told her followers to Find Trump supporters in restaurants. Find them in the grocery store. Find them in the supermarket. And you get up in their face and you blah, blah, blah. This is the same woman who said there are groups of white men hiding in the hills, waiting to take over, waiting to attack democratic cities. So let's hear Maxine rant for a second.
Use our money to go to Mars. No, we want to use our money right here in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, you want to use the money right there in Washington, D.C., as U.S. AIDS has proven to us over the past few days of exactly where our money has been going to. Yep, it's been going to all these stupid things around the world that has no connection whatsoever to the United States of America. You're lining your pockets with the kickback from this money. You want the money to stay right here in Washington. She said it. Said it right to your face.
In this country, we want to make sure that all of our federal employees are protected. That's right.
Okay, if they were doing their job, they don't have to worry about being protected.
We have to fight this in the courts. We have to fight this in the Congress. We have to fight this in the streets.
We have to fight this in the streets. Does that sound just a little bit familiar, y'all?
We need to fight this all over America. And we need to make sure that the billionaires don't take this country away from the working people of America.
Because you've already done that.
That's what it's all about. Stop the coup, stop the grift, stop Elon Musk, take our country back.
Now,
Oh, Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, the lady who made her whole career appropriating another culture, saying that she was Native American when she was like 0.1% Native American. We all know Elizabeth Warren. She sounds like, oh God, she sounds like a cat lady, but she sounds like that kindergarten teacher that you had when you were younger.
Elon Musk is here to collect on his investment. He is here to seize power for himself. We are here to fight back.
I thought she was going to bust a blood vessel in her head there for just a second when she said that.
And we cannot.
Oh, Schumer. Schumer, you got to love this dude. I mean, people made fun of Donald Trump for doing the YMCA thing. This dude is pathetic.
We cannot allow Elon Musk and a small group of people to secretly, behind closed doors, take away our privacy.
Okay, nobody's doing anything behind closed doors, Chucky. They're completely out in the open in everything that they're doing, and Trump is doing exactly what he told you he was going to do. Take away our privacy? Oh my Lord.
See, take away our dollars, take away everything we have.
While you and your group of cronies ship trillions of dollars to Ukraine to fight in a war that we shouldn't even be a part of, while you're and the Bidens are getting kickback from that.
We are going to fight this fight. I am going to stand with you in this fight, and we will win. We will win. We will win. We will win. We will win.
My Lord. We will win. We will win. You can't think of anything better than we will win. Dear God in heaven, help us all. These people are so bent out of shape because Donald Trump is doing exactly what he said he was going to do: drain the swamp and clean some damn house. You got, and once again, as I said, they are falling back on their old rhetoric. Maxine Waters, the rest of these folks, take it to the streets, fight in the streets. They are dog whistling. They are dog whistling to Antifa, to BLM, to all these little anarchist groups that are out there. They are dog whistling to them, tell them, now's the time to start. Now's the time to do it. This whole thing is because Trump has got them up against the ropes. He's got them on the mat. All right. And they don't want to tap out, but they don't know what else to do. So that brings us to the whole deportation of illegal aliens situation. The liberals, the socialists, have gone into complete vapor lock mode over this. They are on social media and they are pulling rabbits out of hats trying to fight against this. They're saying that the 14th Amendment for these people are being violated, that they're being exposed to illegal search and seizures. Okay, as I explained to a few people, if you are in this country illegally, you're already a criminal. And that being said, that is probable cause for a search warrant, that or for a search. All right. If a cop pulls you over on the side of the road and you roll down your window and that police officer smells alcohol or illegal drugs or anything like that, that is probable cause. Excuse me. That is probable cause for that officer to search your vehicle. Okay. People coming across the border trying to smuggle fentanyl and humans and everything else, that is probable cause. Okay. The Border Patrol has the right to search your vehicle. The 14th Amendment doesn't apply to you. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. So they are grasping at straws. They are trying everything that they can think of to try to stop Tom Homan, ICE, and the Department of Homeland Security from deporting people who do not belong in this country in the first place. They have already broken the law. They are already criminals. They are attempting to deport them, and these people are just vapor locked because they're not able to stop it. Colorado has had its share of this stuff. You all remember the Aurora Apartments, the Trinde Aragua gang taking over the Aurora Apartments. Well, ICE has been doing its job in Denver and Aurora, and they've been getting some of these. And I get a feeling it has just started. But I think probably one of the most despicable things that I have seen is this right here. And I will play this and then we'll talk just a little bit about it. So
I'm Homan as well. Here, this is really concerning. So what happened was you had ICE agents undercover doing operations in East San Jose, and part of the town known for violent gang activity. And you had this radio station broadcasting the live location, identifying the unmarked vehicles that they were in. And again, against the backdrop of Democrat leaders in Congress saying it's time for people to take fights to the street against Trump's agenda. So we have sent a letter of inquiry, a formal investigation into that matter, and they have just a matter of days left to respond to that inquiry and explain how this could possibly be consistent with their public interest obligations.
And I should
let me explain how this is consistent with what these people are doing. All right. This radio station, along with a lot of other radio stations in the United States right now, has been bought and is owned by George Soros. These people are endangering citizens. They're endangering the illegals. They're endangering law enforcement because they are going around and they are broadcasting the location of ICE and Homeland Security while they're trying to do their jobs. This is probably one of the most despicable, pathetic things that I have ever saw before in my life. I know there is a First Amendment. I know there is freedom of speech. I know there's freedom of press, freedom of religion. I understand that. However, the Democrats, the liberals, for years and years and years have said, "Oh yeah, you've got the First Amendment right. You have the freedom of speech, but you can't yell fire in a crowded theater." Well, yeah, you can if you're willing to if you're willing to put up with the consequences of what you just did. And what are these people doing if not yelling fire in a crowded theater when they have radio stations that are broadcasting exactly what is going on with law enforcement? They're yelling fire in the middle of a crowded theater, and people are going to get hurt. People may get killed over this, but they don't seem to care. We've got mayors and governors that, oh, when this first started, they stood up on their pulpits and they beat their chest and they thumped their fist up against their chest and they said, "No, we're not going to do this. We're not going to put up with this. We will do whatever it takes to protect our illegal immigrants," until cold hard reality slapped them dead in their face and they realized that harboring criminals that's illegal and they could be taken down from their positions. So, yeah, all that is going on right now. Okay. There's actually websites, I believe in Denver, where people can go on and snitch off what they've seen about what's going on with law enforcement, where they're at, what they're doing, what their operation is. It's totally, completely pathetic. It's illegal. And no, we can't shut the radio stations down because, oh my God, that would be a violation of the First Amendment. But when you're endangering the public, doesn't the safety of your citizens take just a little precedence above that? I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. But until then, as far as I'm concerned, Tom Homan and ICE and Homeland Security, y'all keep on doing what y'all doing. And while we are talking about Colorado, my home, the beautiful state of Colorado, we have all that going on. We have ICE and Homeland Security trying to do their job. We have a bunch of socialists trying to impede them from doing their job. In the meantime, the Colorado legislature, the Colorado government keeps trying and trying and trying to deny us our Second Amendment rights, to take our right to own and bear arms away from us. Senate Bill 25 003 cleared committee. And that means that tomorrow, Friday, February the 7th, that bill will go to the floor of the Senate for its first reading. Now, what does that mean? That means that it goes to the Senate, and this is the opportunity to add amendments, this and that and the other, to that bill, or perhaps kill the bill. We don't know. If I remember correctly, excuse me, There are 6 Democratic votes that we need to swing to stop this. Out of those 6, 2 of them are kind of iffy. So I don't have the names on me, and I do apologize. But if this goes to Senate for the first reading, they will try to do amendments or they will kill the bill or whatever they have to do. There are other creators on here that have a lot better understanding of this than I do. While the bill was in committee, and I covered this on another video, while this bill was in committee, they had open testimony in Denver and on Zoom, and I believe they did email responses too. I was actually set up to do a Zoom call, to do my testimony on Zoom. The way this happened was, I believe the testimony started at 1 o'clock. It might have been 2 o'clock in the afternoon. For an hour and a half, people stood up and argued, testified for this bill. The rest of the time, until 7 p.m. that night, it was all people standing up and testifying against this bill. There were so many people that wanted to testify against this bill that they never even got to the Zoom testimonies. That's how much the people in this state oppose these people and this bill. And yet, they pass it anyway. See, they have an agenda, and that agenda is to ban all semi-automatic weapons in this state. SB 25003, they want you to believe. Some of them actually believe. Some of these senators are actually ignorant of the fact that this bill will make most, if not all, semi-automatic weapons in the state of Colorado illegal. Okay, if you already own one, that's fine. You will never sell it. You will never trade it. The only way you can get rid of it is to give it to an heir. So we are waiting until Friday to see what happens with that. And the thing about it is while they're doing this bill, they're trying to sneak a couple of other bills that are trying to ban weapons, trying to ban guns, trying to violate the Second Amendment. They're trying to sneak those in under the radar while all of our attention is focused on this one bill. So yeah, we've got that going on. We're looking at right now here, starting up very soon, paying an extraordinary amount of taxes on weapons and ammo. They've already started the thing where you have to lock up your gun and this and that and the other if it's in your vehicle, which, you know what, if you're doing everyday carry and you're leaving your weapon in your vehicle, you better be locking it up. Why you would do that, unless you're going into a school or a bank or maybe a federal building, why you would do that in the first place is beyond me. We have leaders in the Democratic Party, as I said earlier, that are dog whistling to all these little groups like Antifa and BLM. They are encouraging them to get in the street, do acts of violence against people in the street. They're encouraging that. Why would you go anywhere and leave your weapon locked up in your vehicle? Look, y'all, there's a lot of other stuff going on. There's some stuff going on here at Eagle's Nest. I'm not going to even have time to get into that today. Let's just say that I'm looking at doing some changes. I'm just not sure what they are yet. Because as fast as things move, it's like I was saying, as fast as things are moving, About the time you get ready to do a video on one thing, something else happens. You move over to that and something else happens. But as far as you people in Colorado, as far as you law-abiding gun owners in the state of Colorado, don't give up on this. All right? We fought this off 2 years in a row, and we can do it again. But I told you guys, I told all of you, last year when we beat the oppression then, that they weren't done. We had a little time to rest, but we should not give up and think that it's over. And sure as I said that, the third day of the year, they came out with HB 25-003. They're not going to give up easily. We cannot give up at all. All right, y'all. I want you to do me a favor and take care of each other. Look out for each other. God bless you. And stay shady, y'all.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. And these shields, boys!